there's an inherent lack of trust. And what happens in the financial services world and in most other worlds, like political worlds, you create intermediaries that are basically nodes of trust along the way. And those intermediaries, of course, then become possible pilfers because they can bleed out money. And of course, more layers you have, one fundamental premise in financial transactions is the more times you touch a transaction, the less money you make because somebody else is making money along the way. And the founders of PayPal use that mantra to say we want to be right at where money is transacted because that's where the most money is made. Now, if I look at blockchain and where it affects my world, I can think of 3 use case scenarios where blockchain becomes really meaningful, right? So the first one is money transfers. Today, if you send money across to any part of the world, there's an article in the New York Times yesterday that said the Australian regulators coming down on the banks in Australia because they're charging 7.65% on average for a cross-border money transfer.
It's pretty bad here as well.
Right. Okay. And that was 14% more than the UK and 40% more than the United States. The average is still 7%. Well, think about a transfer on the blockchain. If I'm transferring you money, the blockchain is agnostic to borders. It doesn't matter if you're sitting next to me or sitting in Beijing. All what I'm doing is putting a debit on my ledger here and giving you a credit there. I don't need those intermediaries because guess what? The trust is intrinsic in the network. The whole blockchain network is built upon trust, and trust makes business efficient. So if I can create a system whereby I don't need these intermediaries, I don't need banks and Western Union and whoever else to create that transaction.